Kia ora everyone, LEGO have finally revealed the LEGO Star Trek U.S.S. Enterprise D set, which releases this year for Black Friday. I originally reported on this way back in December of 2024, and now we finally have the official release. How exciting! This here is set 10356, the Star Trek U.S.S. Enterprise NCC-1701-D. It's the starship that's based on the Next Generation TV series. The set here contains 3,600 pieces total, yes, it's very high up there, with 9 minifigures that are all exclusive to the set. It releases on the 28th of November this year for Black Friday, and the price, of course, it's a pretty high one. It's $400 USD before tax, or for the Kiwis and Aussies, it's 600 AUD and $650 NZD. Now, the VIP members who purchase this set at release will also receive a gift with purchase set of the Type 15 shuttle pod, but more on this later in the video. This was one of my most anticipated releases to see for this year, since it kickstarts a brand new IP for the LEGO group. They've been covering Star Wars for well over 20 years at this point, but we never saw anything related to Star Trek until today. One of those issues with that treatment though is that LEGO are finally covering this beloved IP in an era where their sets have been targeting exclusively adults, the prices are incredibly high, and the scalping market is the biggest it's ever been. Coming right out and just saying that this isn't a very affordable product, and for that I am disappointed. I've never finished the Next Generation series before, but I am a big fan of those movies. I grew up watching them as many times as I watched the Star Wars movies, and I recently went through them all again last year before we even heard word of this happening. I am a fan of this model overall, though it's pretty different to what I thought it would be. It is a microscaled model, as you can see. You can make out a lot of the pieces when you look up close here, and we get a pretty good sense of the scale from the reference images. I think that size-wise this thing works really well, I really do, and it was pretty necessary for this ship. I do wonder though if LEGO could have released this as a playset instead, because we have tons of Millennium Falcons that are scaled to be toys rather than adult collectibles. I just wish that the first ever LEGO Star Trek set wouldn't cost me $600. Because of the way that the set is scaled though, one of the biggest issues for me is that this set does not feature any fun play gimmicks that are interactive with your minifigs. In fact, they can't be placed in the ship at all. In the past, we've seen many toy companies making their own Enterprise products, and what happens there is a sacrifice of the accuracy points in order to have something that's playable for toys. Take this Creo set for example here, which released alongside the Abrams movies back in the day. This here is to scale with the playset of the Millennium Falcons that I was talking about, and preferably, I think it's a more enticing model for a collector like myself. This very nice looking microscale model is probably double or maybe triple the price there, and it has very little value for play. It does have this feature here where the command saucer can be removed, and we can see a micro shuttle pod there as well. That micro shuttle pod is what the big gift with purchase is. One of the marvels with this product is that the design structure here seems to use a display stand purely for display and not for having to hold on to the weight for any of the segments. You don't need a stand to keep the dish upright there. We've got a few printed elements there which make the premium price feel more premium. It's funny to see that LEGO are trying to make something really worthwhile here for Star Trek, which indicates to me that it's an IP that they care about. But then I begin to notice all the stickers. Naturally, like every LEGO set, there's a lot here, but man, LEGO have a real problem when it comes to matching these colors. I'm not sure how nitpicky this complaint is to people, but for me, it is a noticeable issue that makes the products feel cheap. Bearing in mind that competitor companies here release their products with only printed elements, and their prices are cheaper too, so what gives here? LEGO is a billion-dollar company. They can make it work, they just choose not to. The minifigures here are the biggest draw for the set, and it's crazy that the first ever LEGO Star Trek set is not a Kirk and Spock era release. I have to assume that more is coming in the future then, and ideally a diorama display of the bridge from the classic series, which I believe is an idea that I already threw out on this channel. I think Picard looks stellar. It's a great new faceprint for Patrick Stewart, which is significantly better than the really bad Lex Luthor one that they used for the Professor X figure in that promo set last year. It's surreal to see the uniform printed here on an official LEGO piece, and it's in a great style too. We've got some nice repeats of that torso all throughout the set, and recolor designs too. It's a repeat design that I actually really advocate for here. My personal least favorite crew member here, but an interesting design for the trombone build for Riker, and I think it looks pretty good. Deanna Troi is also standing by here looking very nice in that purple outfit, that hairpiece being used from the LEGO Dream sets, but now it's a solid color. Very nice to see. The minifigures up top now, another bartender in LEGO with Guinan, and she uses one of the few brand new molds here for the minifigures. That hat hair combo piece is very unique for the set. It's nice to have a proper minifigure of Whoopi Goldberg. Wesley Crusher here uses a torso that could be used in mini sets for casual wear. He also features the midi-scaled legs to better represent his youth. His mother is also included, Dr. Beverly Crusher, and she uses the Miss Marvel hairpiece recolored, which looks amazing. A fantastic reuse there, and the blue uniform looks superb. I think Geordie LaForge might be my favorite figure here. It's one of my favorite hairpieces, so I'm always attached to minifigures with that style. The visor there is a printed idea that features 2 different face prints. I would have liked to have seen that be a 3D element that's molded onto his hairpiece, but I understand. It just means that we don't have a face print without the visor. This also showcases the amazing yellow uniform print, which I think people will love. It's just very eye-catching for your display. Worf here might be the best one though. A Klingon mold in LEGO looks fantastic and his prints look amazing too. I think he's really perfect, though I will say the piece that they've used for the phaser I'm not a big fan of. I wish we had a brand new element here instead, because I don't know if this really represents the tool. The last figure here is Data, who almost works for me. LEGO have gone the same route here for the Star Wars aliens though, and they've opted to not give him pupils. I've never liked that design. It completely removes the soul of the character and it just looks wrong to me, which is a shame because I really like Data. We also have Spot the Cat included here as well. These guys here are provided to us on a display stand that features the logo at the front, and it's nice that everyone here can be placed on the stand, but yeah, again, I wish we had a room that was on board the ship or something included in the set to actually display these figures. As for that gift with purchase set, I'm pretty pissed off about this and a bit frustrated, but I hope my disappointment is only temporary. I'm annoyed here because the shuttle pod is actually minifig scaled. It looks amazing, and if I want this, I need to buy the Enterprise at release in about 3 weeks, and I've only got 3 days to do this for the full price of 650 NZD, or else I miss out on this set entirely. Currently, the only minifig scaled release for Star Trek is locked behind an incredible paywall, and it's an exclusive release too. If we get minifig scaled releases in the future, then all is well. I don't think I can afford to buy this at release in a couple of weeks as much as I really want to. I just don't have those funds right now since I went away overseas. I think I have to miss out on this amazing set. It includes an exclusive figure too of Rolaren, who features a unique face print, so another reason to be disappointed in possibly having to skip this. There are also tons of stickers included for the set, but the colours all seem to be matching the bricks here, so thankfully it doesn't look too distracting. 10 years ago, LEGO would have sold this individually with a wave of other releases. This is why modern consumers are getting frustrated with LEGO and their anti-consumer practices. If I buy this at release, it's telling LEGO that I support this. If I don't buy this at release, scalpers are going to try and flip this for half the price of the Enterprise ship itself, and I either succumb to those prices or I miss out entirely. It's lose-lose no matter how you look at it. I think lately I've just been feeling pretty whelmed by LEGO's adult scaled sets. The expectations are pretty much met, but they're never really exceeded, and the prices are exactly what I expected, which is very high and not immediately attainable. My privilege here is that I do have the opportunity to save up funds amassed from YouTube to maybe consider buying stuff like this in the future, so I thank all of you for watching and supporting these videos here, because without you, I wouldn't be able to do what I do. Thank you very much for watching. Liking and subscribing to this channel does help to support more videos like this one in the future. Ka kite anō everyone, take care, hope to see you all next time.